Your next comic coming to the stage not only has been working really hard in classroom, but he's been getting out and seeing as much stand-up as he can in the city. Please make a lot of noise for John Petlicki.
I just had my annual physical. I went through airport security. They found something suspicious. They said my PSA was okay, but my TSA is elevated. They eventually cleared me, and they gave me advice. They want me to come for more frequent checkups. I guess I have to fly more often. But now that I have a clean bill of health, I'm going to pursue searching for a job. Now, I know I look sophisticated and all that stuff. But I don't do well at the job interview. Let's admit it. Those interviewers are looking for young, cool, hip people. So I studied the hippest people I could find. The rappers and the whole hip-hop nation. There's no difference between them. I call them all hip-hoppers. And you could bet the next time I go for a job interview, I'm going to look and act as cool as a hip-hopper. And you could too. I'll show you how. You could practice where you're at. First, a word about language. You don't need a English to hip-hopper dictionary. Hip-hoppers only use about 25 words. Short words. 4 letters less. I'm sure you already know them. The first thing you got to do is get a hip-hopper name. Now, some of the names already in use are ludicrous. Yes, Ludacris is a name, and Snoopy Doggy, and Ice Pick, and Dr. Half Dollar. I can see by the looks on your faces, you're saying, oh my goodness, darn, all the good names have already been taken. But no, the secret is to get a name that nobody else wants. Now, my hip-hopper name is Butterball. Now, if you have a hard time thinking of a hip-hopper name for yourself, I could give you some suggestions. Sticky Buns. I think I see a Fuzzy Wuzzy right next to a Woozy Floozy. Brain damage. Mental case. But if you're bipolar or schizophrenic, think of saying the two of me. Now, once you have the hip-hopper name, the next thing is to look like a hip-hopper, right? And here, pay attention now. Simple but effective. Hip-hoppers don't want you to know what direction they're going, right? They have a grim, angry look on their face. Of course they do. They have to find a job and go to work. If you're wearing a shirt, be sure it's not tucked in. Hip-hoppers eat a lot and they need room to grow. For the same reason, and because they love the look of their underwear, they wear their pants low. If you're worried about dropping your pants, just raise your underwear so that it's above your... Hip-hoppers nodding their head all the time, like some weird egg timer. You're tempted to shut them off, hit them on the head. Don't refrain. They're just withdrawing from drugs. Hip-hoppers don't point with one finger. Oh, they would love to be able to blame somebody for their condition, but they don't know who. So they point with everything, all the time, sticking out all the time. And sometimes they'll say, oh, you, right? Point with the wrist or the elbow. This is important. This is important. Hip-hoppers have been hurt in the past. So they try to protect themselves whenever possible. This is brilliant. Guys, assume this position whenever you ask girls for those certain favors. When hip-hoppers walk, their toes don't point in the direction they're walking. Again, their feet are out like that. Is that because they don't want us to know where they're going? Or they don't know where they're going? And yet they walk with an attitude. Despite appearances, hip-hoppers speak poetry. They call it rap. They rap about everything. That would be good practice. Why don't we do it here? I'll start a rap, you guys finish it. Let's rap about snack food. A snack will help your mental state. I find I never need a plate. My belly holds a lot of chips. My navel's great for starring. Oh. This is an advanced crowd. Also important to rappers, also important is relationships. Let's try friendship. If you're lonely and feeling blue, I've got a little tip for you. Good going. Your so-called Facebook friends don't care, but hotline girls are always there. Excellent. They'll wake you up or help you slumber once they have your credit card number. Great. This is an advanced. Oh, I have to warn you, like cigarettes have a warning label. Hip-hoppering and rapping are also dangerous, so let's rap on that. If you look and act like this too long, the danger is the habit will become too strong. Strong. The habit will become too strong. No, strong. Okay. Just doing hip-hopper expression can lead to demonic possession. Excellent. Wonderful. You will likely have to enlist help from a nearby therapist. Therapist is pretty good. I was thinking exorcist, but that's excellent. You guys are so good. Let's rap about you guys. I gave a task. Complete the rap. You did good. You gave me no crap. I was expecting pap. But that's better. That's better. Despite wanting to act proper, you guys at heart are all hip. Wonderful. Now you're prepared for your job interview. Isn't that cool or what?
John, everybody. I'm not sure what just happened, but that was John.